Well, hello everyone. I know it's been a long time coming, and I know I've been procrastinating the crap out of this. But welcome to the Losers Bracket Championship, the KoKo's of SHae, number 12, versus the Dafts, number 10. The KoKo's of SHae recently won against the Dafts in a 3-game series going to Game 3. In Game 1, the KoKo's of SHae won 3-2 against the Musical Strikers. In Game 2, the Musical Strikers made it go to a Game 3 by winning 2-1. And then the KoKo's of SHae won 3-1 to make it all the way into the Losers Bracket Championship. So we're going to see how this plays out today, or well, tonight. And without further ado, let's get it started between the two teams. And here goes the first game. Being pushed out into the KoKo's of SHae's side, we're going to see how this truly runs out. I've been procrastinating a lot on this, I gotta admit. It isn't great to admit, but I have to admit it at some point. KoKo's of SHae look like they're going to edge it down, and they already got the first goal. KoKo's of SHae already bumping it up and starting up the match. KoKo's of SHae starting it early, as we're finally back after a long break. This team knows how it feels to have a long break after a while. All teams do. I mean, the teams that are going to be in the genuine postseason playoffs will have an even longer break, because I've been procrastinating on this non-stop. KoKo's of SHae pushing it up. Daft's going to try to get it out of their side. They're going to push it into the right corner of the Daft side. I'm sorry if I don't commentate correctly. I haven't done this in a good minute or two. Seems like the Dafts are going to be able to get it on the KoKo's of SHae's side. It looks like they're going to have it in the red zone, and they get it! Dafts will respond. I mean, yes, even though they are number 10, it still says something. Here goes the third tip of the game, as it's being sent out into the Daft side. We love to see this stuff. Something to mention about the playoffs, if I can remember, is that the first round will be only one match, and the second round, oh, the Daft score again. The first round, which means basically the first 3 matchups, are just going to have one game. And then the first 2 matchups of those 4 teams that are in the next round are going to have, oh, the Daft's looking for it again. They're going to get it. They're already pushing the score up. They want to prove themselves. I mean, it was being pushed off of everyone right there. So you never know what could have happened right there. But after those first 3 games, the next 2 are going to be in games of 3, and the championship is going to be in a game of 7 to determine the Season 1 champ. But anyways, let's see how the rest of this will roll out. As the Dafts are making heavy attempts to keep it on the KoKo's of SHae's side. They're making heavy attempts to do this. I mean, they already are above 2 in points. KoKo's of SHae getting pushed away to the Daft side. They're looking to get a second goal to maybe to keep this game pretty, what's the word? Competitive? Yeah, that's the word. Daft's going to look for another goal and get it 4-1. With 2 minutes and 34 seconds left on the clock, we are looking for, up next, the 5th tip. Let's see it. Daft versus KoKo's of SHae. KoKo's and SHae don't seem to be very doing too hot, but they're doing anything they can. Daft's almost going to look for their 5th goal tonight. Going to be rejected by the KoKo's and SHae. KoKo's and SHae going to push it up into the Daft side. They are looking to get their 2nd goal of the night. It's going to be bumped back and forth, sticking around the right corner. Going to be motioning to the KoKo's and SHae side. It's up in the air. Sorry if it sounds like I'm yawning. It just happens a lot. KoKo's and SHae going to push it up into the air, motioning it towards the Daft's goal. They get that goal, making it 4-2. It's going to take a whole lot more efforts within this last 1 minute and 52 seconds just to push it up to 4-4 to tie the game. But it is still probable because there is time left. Anything could happen with 1 minute and 52 left to go. But here is the 7th kick being sent over by the Daft into the KoKo's and SHae side. Looks like it's beelining it to the KoKo's and SHae's goal. KoKo's and SHae going to stop the motion. Daft's almost had their 5th goal of the night. Going to be pushed away into the left corner of the KoKo's and SHae side. KoKo's and SHae trying to amp up their defense. I mean, the Dafts are just making their job way harder on them. If you want me to specify, the Dafts are making the KoKo's of SHae's job more harder on them. It's going to be pushed away into the right corner of the KoKo's of SHae's goal. They're going to look for it. KoKo's of SHae motioning it over into the Daft's goal. They're going to look for a goal being pushed over into the right corner. There's 1 minute left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. It's in the KoKo's of SHae side. There's a demolition right there in front of the whole entire crowd. KoKo's of SHae gonna motion it over to the Daft side to try and make this game even probable. There's another demolition. Looks like it's a demolition derby, literally. It's right there in the goal's way. 30 seconds are remaining. The KoKo's of SHae are doing everything that they can. KoKo's of SHae will be pushing it up, pushing it out. I don't think there's going to be enough time left on the clock, but you never know what can happen. Thank you all for watching the first game of this 3-game series of the Losers Championship. We're going to see if the KoKo's of SHae can bring it back in Game 2. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in Game 2. Hello everyone and welcome to Game 2 of the KoKo's of SHae versus the Dafts in the championship game of the losers bracket. We're going to see if the KoKo's of SHae can pull it back in Game 2 to make this go into a potential Game 3. Let's see how the KoKo's of SHae do against the Dafts. Here goes with the first tip of the game, and Daft's already making the early lead with winning the first game. KoKo's of SHae going to motion that ball over into the Daft side. They're already wanting to get something started. Daft's going to try to fight back as it's over there sticking in their right corner. Daft's going to motion it over into the KoKo's of SHae side. The KoKo's of SHae, who was playing center, that is the position when you stick in the middle of the field while your team is trying to get the goal. Pushed it back, but now it's going to go into the KoKo's of SHae side. Daft's already wanting to get an early lead. Let's see if the KoKo's of SHae can keep it away, but they do. Pushing it over into their own right corner. They're going to try to motion it onto the Daft side, looking to see what they can do. They push it out there. KoKo's of SHae pushing it up. It's now in the right corner of the Daft side. Going to be pushed over into the half piece of the field. Daft will try to take advantage of. SHae going to have a fly ball all the way over into the Daft side. Daft's going to push it back over into the SHae. SHae already learned that the Dafts are pretty aggressive to be a number 10 team. SHae playing their most hardest defense while it's being bumped away. Dafts are going to hit it up against the wall, which means it's moving over to their side. SHae looking for an opening for the first goal of the game. Do they get it? Oh, just barely missed! They had it right there. SHae are going to have to find another way to get that lucky again. But the Dafts are pushing it into SHae's side. SHae going to be able to push it into the half and now into the Daft side. Going to be in the right side, going to be right there. Daft's pushing over, it's now on the SHae side. It's a back and forth game. Very, very competitive, I should say. So this game really sees if we're going to go to a game 3, and if we do go to a game 3, we get to see if all the KoKo's and SHae, if SHae's hard work pays off, or if the Dafts just get a pass by. Dafts have it on the KoKo's and SHae's side. We now have 2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes. As the KoKo's and SHae are trying to play their defense and try and get it out of their side, the KoKo's and SHae are going to send an air ball into the Daft side. KoKo's and SHae looking for a goal here, as there's been no goal so far whatsoever. It's going to be in their line. Missed. They had the shots on goal, but just couldn't pull it off. KoKo's and SHae trying to look, see what they can do to push this away. KoKo's and SHae are still going to be able to keep it on the Daft side. That is the hard work of the KoKo's and SHae defense. Even though they might have a losing complete record and was ranked number 12, that doesn't mean that they aren't going to stop working. KoKo's and SHae going to try to play some defense now. There is now 1 minute. What he said, 60 seconds left on the clock, or 1 minute remaining. Dafts are going to try to find some defensive way. KoKo's and SHae looking for their first goal, just right there. It's now sitting in the right corner. They're looking for everything that they can possibly do. Daft's going to send it over into the KoKo's and SHae side. KoKo's and SHae looking for a way to respond back. It's now in the right corner of the KoKo's and SHae side. 30 seconds left on the clock. KoKo's and SHae going to really try to rush to get the first goal. It's right there, open for the line. They get it, they pulled it off. The KoKo's and SHae pulled it off. 20 seconds left on the clock. The Dafts might be able to tie this and send it to overtime, unless the KoKo's and SHae completely hold the Dafts. We're going to see how this goes for the second tip of the game. 20 seconds left on the clock. Let's see how it pulls off. Going over to the KoKo's and SHae side, the Dafts are going to look for a quick way to respond with 12 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be sent over into the Daft side. Maybe the KoKo's and SHae are looking for a quick other goal. Or going to show some empathy, or just keep the ball away from the Dafts, which they get complete. We are going to a game 3, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Let's go to game 3. Let's see if the KoKo's of SHae's hard work beating the musical strikers in a game 3, coming to here and making the Dafts go to a game 3. Let's see if all that hard work is paid off, or if the Dafts, well, just come to what their ranking is. I'll see you there at game 3. Well, I assume the stream has started back up, but Welcome to Game 3 of the KoKo's of SHae versus the Dafts. We're here to see if the KoKo's of SHae's hard work will pay off or if the Dafts go by on what their ranking is. We're going to see that here tonight, finally, to see who the champion is of the losers bracket. Yes, it isn't much for your own, but it's still great to win a championship somehow. So let's see how this all rolls out with Game 3 of the losers bracket. But here is the first tip of the game to start off that 5-minute clock. Gonna go ahead and hit the camera already. It's sitting on the KoKo's of SHae's side, now in their own right corner. KoKo's of SHae gonna look to play some ultimate defense. Dafts are going to try their hardest to keep it over. Dafts looking for the first goal. KoKo's of SHae going to send it away. They're already making a statement saying that, hey, you may be number 10, but our defense and our offense can definitely win. So, let's see how this goes. That's KoKo's of SHae are going to look for the first goal on the Dafts after they're keeping it near the red zone. Looking to put it back. It's in the definite red zone, in that goal line. Almost had it. Now it's in the left corner of the Dafts. The Dafts going to look to send it over to the KoKo's of SHae side to see if there's a respondent there. Guess the center didn't have enough boost. KoKo's of SHae fighting for their lives to keep it over on the Dafts side. Oh, and it looks like it's going to fly over into the KoKo's of SHae side. They just couldn't keep it long enough, but let's see how their defense pops up. And there's the first demolition of the game to send back a player. They probably needed that. But here goes the KoKo's. Here comes the KoKo's of SHae sending the ball over to the Dafts side. We're going to look for it. They're going to look for it by pushing. The Dafts will push it back into their own right corner. It's going to be on the KoKo's of SHae side. KoKo's of SHae looking for a way to respond or get it out of there. It's an air ball, almost in the KoKo's of SHae skull. KoKo's of SHae looking to push it back over to the Daft side. Looks like with the motion it has, it's going to get it. Daft almost had an own goal right there, but thankfully one of their players was able to push it away and angle it. KoKo's of SHae going to send it into the red zone. It's being sent back over. KoKo's of SHae going to fight back. It's going into the Daft side. KoKo's of SHae having up on left, having up on their own right. Not their own right, but the Daft's right. And KoKo's of SHae not going to be able to hold it long enough. It's going over to the KoKo's of SHae side. Daft's almost had a goal right there. We're almost at the 2-minute marker with no goals. Could this end out like Game 2 did? Dafts will try their best to keep it over. KoKo's of SHae going to send it over into the Daft side. They're looking for it in the goal line. Gonna miss it. It's in the Daft's own left side. Daft's going to send it up over to the KoKo's of SHae side. It's just a back and forth game. It's because both these teams have such good offense and defense. I'm not sure how they're not higher ranked, but it just is like that sometimes. As the KoKo's of SHae will look to keep it on the Daft side. It's going to be over in the KoKo's of SHae side. I guess I was too soon to speak. Down in the red zone of the KoKo's of SHae. KoKo's of SHae going to look to block it. They do block it. It's now on the right side of their own side. It's going to be sent back over into the red zone. We got to look if someone is there to defend it or not. It's in the red zone, being pushed back and away. They're going to push it into their own left corner. It's going to be up in the air. The Dafts are just trying their best because this KoKo's of SHae offense has been really hyped up by their coach. SHae almost able to push it over to the Daft side. Still looks like it's making its motion. It's making its motion. KoKo's and SHae are going to be able to send it over into the Daft side. They're going to look for it. 30 seconds left on the clock. Daft's going to try their best to keep it away. KoKo's and SHae got to really look for something. They're keeping it over on the Daft side just to make sure. The Dafts will send it over into the KoKo's and SHae. This is not what they were hoping for, but they can't freak out just now. They really have to focus up. The KoKo's and SHae are looking for a last-second goal here. Daft's going to send it away. It's up in the Daft side. Looking good. Off the wall. Will we be going to overtime, people? It looks like we're going to go to overtime here. And here it is. The final remainder. Uh-oh. Daft looks like they have it already on a collision course. They get it in the last second. The KoKo's and SHae have put in so much hard work, and it is such a heavy effort just to do all of that and lose like that. The Dafts will win. The Dafts will win the losers bracket. Now during the season, the KoKo's and SHae will start being ranked on the preseason of number 11. So now we will go see how the postseason playoffs are going to happen. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you later. Goodbye.